and I don't think it'll ever get any better than it was on this film.
All we're saying is you can't carry a gun in town.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
A secret twist in Tombstone's making will blow your mind. Sam Elliott just broke his silence, and what he revealed added a whole new layer of emotion to this famous Western.
Oh, not what I want.
Now we can be friends again.
You die first, get it?
Oh, God, don't tell me.
Sam Elliott walked onto the set, thrilled to wear Virgil Earp's badge. He trusted the story and admired director Kevin Jarre's detailed plan. From the first clap of the slate, Jarre shaped every line cast, and even each mustache with fierce control. Yet within 3 days, Sam sensed trouble building like a storm cloud. Instead of lively close-ups, Jarre chose wide, old-school shots that felt slow for a modern audience. He brushed off help from ace cinematographer William Fraker, and the crew grew nervous. Sam cared deeply about Jarre's writing, so watching the visuals fall flat hurt him like a friend heartbreak. Sam knew staying quiet would sink the film. He feared the story's soul could vanish if the directing never adjusted. When the studio removed Jarre after only a month, the set felt like a ship that just lost its captain in rough seas. Tension hung heavy as George P. Cosmatos arrived with only days to catch up. The team needed stronger guidance than he alone could give. That's when Kurt Russell quietly grabbed the wheel. He met with cast and crew, trimmed pages at night, and handed Cosmatos shot lists each dawn. Sam stood beside him, eager to save a movie he still loved. Losing those 30 pages cut deep. Whole scenes that bonded the Earp brothers vanished. Sam later admitted he might have passed on the role if he had known so much of Virgil's heart would be trimmed. Yet he stayed because the people around him fought for the project with passion. During reshoots, Sam protected Virgil wherever he could. He sneaked a line back here, a glance there, making sure viewers still felt Virgil's steady courage. Post-production sharpened colors and raised tension, but Sam's quiet strength stayed sewn into final reel. When Tombstone hit theaters, Sam felt proud yet haunted by what was lost. He had poured everything into Virgil, even though the finished cut marched faster and louder than Jarre first planned. Still, he never regrets holding the line with his cast family. Many viewers never realized that Jarre's bold Western vision clashed with modern deadlines. His sweeping master shots slowed filming, and Disney wanted a Christmas release that ticked like a clock. By day 3, Sam saw Jarre was drowning in double duty as writer and rookie director. Budgets soared while schedules slipped. Jarre pushed away Fraker's advice, and creative sparks turned into sparks of anger. Producer Andrew Vajna finally pulled the plug, ending Jarre's run without warning. The shock rippled through every trailer like a sudden winter wind. A rescue squad formed in hours. Russell, Val Kilmer, Michael Biehn, Powers Booth, and Sam Elliott gathered to keep the dream alive. Cosmatos stepped in, but Russell quietly steered from behind the curtain. He and producer James Jacks slashed almost 30 pages, locking the spotlight on Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. Not everyone cheered. Cast whispers called the lean draft the Kurt and Val show. Virgil, Morgan, and other key players lost screen time and emotional layers. What once felt like an ensemble portrait of family and duty now raced as a buddy saga packed with gun smoke. Sam felt the cut like a punch to the gut. He loved Jarre's warmth and nuance. After so many pages vanished, he told friends he would have likely declined the part of warned. Rebel heart sparked as Sam and a few co-stars slipped favorite lines back during takes, fighting to keep their roles alive. One night at a bar, a stranger told Sam he should have played Wyatt. Sam took a slow sip, then answered, "Tell me about it," letting the words hang heavy in the air. That brief exchange spoke louder than any speech. With every trim, ensemble energy dimmed. Rich backstories, gentle humor, and quiet family scenes were traded for speed and spectacle. Yet Sam never let the shadows swallow Virgil. A firm stance here, a protective glance there. He showed the lawman's moral weight even when the camera rushed by. Other actors shared the frustration, though in softer tones. Michael Biehn noted the tale had shrunk around 2 men. Powers Booth and Bill Paxton missed their own moments to shine. Jarre's original town, alive with families in fear, had been pressed into a tighter frame. Still, no one walked. The crew hustled. Cosmatos rewired set pieces, and Russell choreographed action on and off screen. In the end, only about 15 of Jarre's film scenes survived, but the picture rolled into theaters on time. The final cut felt leaner, louder, and laser-focused on its central duo. It wasn't Jarre's sweeping canvas, yet it thrilled audiences and dodged disaster because the team refused to quit. Their unity turned a near collapse into a pulse-pounding triumph. The morning after Jarre left, wardrobe felt like a midnight church. Costumers stitched quietly, grips hid their worry, and the silence weighed a ton. Kurt Russell's late-night meetings became legend. He spread pages across a hotel floor, marking beats while coffee steamed. By sunrise, fresh shot lists waited on Cosmatos' chair. Director George P. Cosmatos arrived with a booming voice and a timeline taped to a clipboard. He pushed the pace like a cavalry charge, yet still listened when Russell suggested a smarter setup. During pickups, Sam fought to keep Virgil alive. He asked for a close-up where Virgil pats a child before battle, showing the lawman's gentle side. That moment survived and warmed audiences. Stress carved deep lines on every face. Val Kilmer lost weight for Doc's sickness. Bill Paxton juggled endless rewrites, and Powers Booth saved and used lines in a notebook. Sam Elliott hung Virgil's coat each night, and pictured scenes now gone like dust on the desert wind. Accepting change helped him focus on what remained. Weeks before release, a small Burbank crowd cheered the OK Corral showdown. Executives sighed with relief, and Sam grinned in the dark. Post-production pumped up desert reds and booming drums. The bold look kept energy high without losing heart. Fans left quoting lines, unaware of the missing 30 pages. Years later, rumors of Jarre's script sparked treasure hunts for unseen footage. Sam's confession now reveals the hidden battle. Knowing the sacrifice behind each frame makes every gunshot echo louder. Sam keeps Jarre's full script in a drawer, pages marked with coffee stains. Once a year, he reads a lost scene and honors friends who brave the chaos. The tale behind Tombstone is as gripping as the showdown itself. Betrayal, loyalty, heartbreak, and triumph all galloped behind the camera while bullets flew in front. Because the cast refused to quit, the film rode into legend. Kevin Jarre never returned to the set, yet his shadow lingered in every clapboard. Crew whispered that he paced Tucson streets, hearing saloon doors creak and picturing the movie that might have been. Critics loved the pace and bold lines. A few noticed missing subplots, unknowingly touching scars left by the trimmed pages. Still, many called it the freshest Western in years. Fan letters soon filled Sam's mailbox. Some thanked him for Virgil's wounded bravery. Others asked about lost family scenes. At conventions, viewers begged for a director's cut, and Sam tapped his heart, saying the longer tale lives here. Tombstone's mix of sharp dialogue and stylized action sparked fresh Western revivals. Studios saw that classic genres could still thrill crowds. Cast members sometimes recall vanished moments. Kilmer mentions a porch talk where Doc fears loneliness more than death, while Paxton remembers Morgan teaching kids to fish. For the 20th anniversary, the cast gathered in Arizona. When the lights dimmed, Sam felt tears sting as Virgil strode onto Main Street again. After the credits, the actors hugged, laughing about sleepless nights and galloping schedules. Sam now tells young actors that art needs passion and flexibility. Tombstone survived because everyone rewrote and retook until the story breathed. Sam says the film's true triumph is a unity forged in chaos. Crew who met under crisis still share holiday cards and jokes about mustache wax. Film schools now study Tombstone as a crash course in problem solving. Professors highlight how clear communication rescued a project teetering on the edge. Despite tension, laughter lived. Sam recalls a scene where Kurt Russell's horse sneezed mid-take, spraying dust everywhere and cracking up the crew. Sam praises a craft crew who lugged heavy lights through desert heat, calling them the backbone that kept dreams alive. Hollywood panicked under the desert sun. The day Kevin Jarre lost the director's chair on Tombstone, panic shot across the dusty Arizona backlot like a lightning strike. Producers scrambled until veteran George P. Cosmatos agreed to fly in, even though he had only hours to read the script. Loyal crew members felt the new plan crushed Jarre's dream, and one assistant camera operator drafted resignation because he believed the fresh leader didn't get the soul of the story. In the swirling chaos, star Kurt Russell stepped into a hidden role. Every night after wrap, he covered his kitchen table with script pages, mapped shots in color pens, and slid that plan under Cosmatos' hotel door before dawn. He never asked for credit. He fought to keep the film alive. Val Kilmer, deep in Doc Holliday's fevered mindset, moved into Kurt's spare room so they could sculpt emotion till sunrise. They trimmed clunky dialogue, sharpened crescendos, and laughed through exhaustion as they rebuilt the movie's beating heart. Script supervisor Phil Kasdan chased continuity through sleepless nights, guarding moments like Wyatt tilting Doc's whiskey glass or Doc coughing blood onto a playing card. Those tiny beats survived because the midnight crew refused to cut corners. Michael Biehn, the lethal Johnny Ringo, later called the final credit roll a loose committee and admitted everyone knew Kurt steered the ship when the seas got rough. Fans on Reddit still trade tales of Russell passing folded notes to Cosmatos, whispering camera speeds to grips, and refusing to let the dream die. Cosmatos leaned on those secret blueprints while insisting Russell stay uncredited. The result tightened the friendship between Wyatt and Doc, an emotional fuse that still burns hot. Spirits climbed until a scorching afternoon when two technicians shoved each other over lighting placement and crashed into a props wagon, smashing dishes and halting work. The scuffle proved tension still simmered under the Arizona sun. Legendary cinematographer William Fraker expected a classic shoot, but early clashes with Jarre bruised egos. Jarre loved endless master shots, while Fraker begged for tighter frames. When Cosmatos replaced Jarre, the friction grew. Cosmatos demanded military-grade speed. One afternoon, Fraker and Cosmatos rammed two golf carts head-on, scattering crew in every direction. Fraker threatened to quit 3 times. Producer James Jack smoothed tempers each round, and Fraker declared, "If I wasn't happy with how it looked on screen, I wouldn't have stuck around." His stubborn pride kept the visuals consistent amid the chaos. Money vanished faster than whiskey at last call. The original $25 million plan ballooned toward $34 million as overtime and delays piled up. Disney rang daily, demanding proof the team could still hit the prize Christmas release. To claw back schedule, Cosmatos cut Jarre's intimate campfire chats and gentle fishing lesson. The warm glue of the Earp family. Only flashes of Charlton Heston's cameo survived. Cosmatos added a lavish church wedding with 60 extras and a finale packed with flaming wagons. The spectacle thrilled the eye, but burned through cash like gunpowder. When the collaborative finally clicked wrap, in late August, cast and crew had endured 88 punishing days of heat, wind, and rewrite after rewrite. Many lost weight, grew real calluses from revolvers, and forgot what weekends looked like. Post-production became a sprint. 3 editors rotated 12-hour shifts, slicing reels, smoothing audio pops, and timing color passes. Composer Bruce Broughton hurried to replace a dropped score, delivering heroic music in record time. The final print reached Disney less than 2 weeks before release. The frantic trim left a 90-minute rocket of grit, loyalty, and revenge. Russell's quiet mission kept Wyatt and Doc's bond intact, and audiences still cheer those scenes. While Tombstone wrangled crises, Kevin Costner built his own epic, Wyatt Earp, readying a $63 million opus and priming a box office duel. Hollywood gossip claims Costner urged major distributors to skip Tombstone. All but Disney's Buena Vista bailed, leaving the Western showdown in one studio's hands. Costner's camp reserved most Western wardrobe suppliers, forcing Tombstone designers to scour Europe for dusters and spurs. The imports matched real boomtown fashion, turning sabotage into style. Tombstone galloped into cinemas on December 24th, 1993. Positive buzz pushed domestic grosses past $56 million and worldwide earnings over $76 million, triple the budget. 6 months later, Wyatt Earp lumbered onto screens for 3 long hours. Roger Ebert quipped it felt like someone pumped Tombstone full of hot air. Global receipts stalled near $55.9 million, far below break-even. Years later, Costner confessed the duel was a battle I should have skipped, admitting Russell's leaner vision stole the spotlight. Reddit standout summary still echoes. Costner tried to blacklist Tombstone and hoarded all the Western costumes in Hollywood. The David versus Goliath myth refuses to fade. Russell, Kilmer, Elliott, and Paxton toasted the unlikely hit at a Santa Monica bar, stacking dusty hats on a booth seat as they laughed about 4-hour nights and handwritten shot lists. Crew wandered past Russell's trailer at 2 a.m., saw a lone desk lamp, and smelled burnt coffee. The actor paced barefoot, reading lines in Wyatt's gravelly growl, then sketched arrows showing how the camera should sweep past swinging saloon doors. Kilmer revealed that Kurt covered bedroom wall with bright sticky notes. Yellow for dialogue beats, pink for horse stunts, blue for explosive squibs. At a glance, they could tighten the pace and lock the next day's call sheet. Wardrobe chief Joseph Porro cranked Blue's records between takes to cool tempers. Russell personally thanked background actors by name, keeping tired performers from quitting during 14-hour nights. To speed dark scenes, Fraker built a massive softbox nicknamed Fraker's Moon that lit an entire street in one pass. The glow defines a famous OK Corral showdown. In Burbank, stacks of memos grew. Marketing had already printed theater standees, and Missing Christmas would vaporize millions in ad buys. Sound designer Richard Anderson recorded real Colt revolvers in the Mojave Dawn. He layered those cracks with thunder rumbles, giving each blast cinematic weight. Composer Bruce Broughton had barely 4 weeks to craft a full score. He wrote 18-hour days, and an 80-piece orchestra recorded the music in a frantic 6-hour sprint. During a Pasadena preview, viewers roared when Wyatt stomped through a river firing in slow motion. Studio chiefs wanted to trim the bit, but audience cheers locked it in. Kilmer still texts Russell every Christmas Eve, a ritual born from those frantic editing nights. Each message ends with a line Russell scribbled on a sticky note at 3 a.m. Finish the fight. That rally cry lives in every frame. Golf cart crashes, wardrobe raids, runaway costs, and studio doubt only forged the cast tighter. Russell's midnight maps, Kilmer's couch strategy, Fraker's relentless lenses, and a crew that refused to abandon ship created a Western classic that still crackles like a six-shooter. And the story is not finished. Sam Elliott's own secret tactics for protecting Virgil Earp are up next, and they will make your jaw drop. The side of Sam Elliott's role most viewers never noticed. When people talk about Tombstone, they usually picture the swagger of Wyatt Earp or the sharp wit of Doc Holliday. Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer stole the spotlight with fierce lines and intense stares, and for good reason. Their scenes were bold, dramatic, and unforgettable. But there's one performance that often gets left in the dust. Sam Elliott as Virgil Earp. He didn't shout, didn't show off, and didn't chase attention. Yet without him, the heart of the movie would have fallen flat. Most fans remember the booming gun battles and tight brotherhood. But if you pay attention, a quiet strength runs just beneath all that smoke and fire, and it belongs to Virgil. Behind every flashy standoff, Elliott's calm stare and deep voice held the family together. Sam once said he approached Virgil with intention. He didn't want to play a gunslinger who glorified violence. He saw Virgil as a man grounded in justice, a peacekeeper who acted only when duty demanded it. That focus shaped every word, every glance. There's a small scene that says it all. Virgil saving a child during the chaos. It's quick, but it says everything about who he is. He's not just there to draw his gun. He's there to protect the innocent. That one moment flips the meaning of the whole shootout. Later, when he warns his brothers not to get dragged into Tombstone troubles, he's not being weak. He's being wise. He sees the cost of violence and tries to steer them away. While Wyatt and Doc carry out justice with fist and fire, Virgil carries it with silence and sorrow. Virgil isn't the loudest. He's the one who stands firm when everything else falls apart. Sam's low, steady voice and tired eyes told a different kind of story, one about endurance, not glory. Even today, scholars and longtime fans agree. Elliott was the moral anchor. One writer called his presence the weight of frontier justice. He didn't need big speeches. Just standing there, he said more than most could with pages of lines. People may leave the theater quoting Doc Holliday's one-liners or Wyatt's fiery speeches, but what sticks in the soul is Virgil's quiet pain. His scenes remind us that bravery isn't always loud. It's often calm, steady, and filled with heartache. If you made it this far, don't stop now. Hit like, subscribe, and check out the next video on your screen to uncover even more hidden truths from Hollywood's